In this video, I am going to talk about a couple of Chinese dramas that I'm really looking forward to towards the end of 2018. Hi, you're watching Avenue X, where a junkie on good storytelling shares her thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. First, I have to say, time flies. It feels like the beginning of this year was like yesterday, and now we're in November. I've been disappearing for a while. Again, I think ever since summer, like the schedule of this channel has become completely out of my control. One obvious reason is really there haven't been that many dramas that excited me since summer. Also, recently I have entered an editing competition held by Youku, not knowing beforehand what I was getting myself into. So I've had my eye-opening experience of crazy fandom in China, of internet trolls, of the weirdest ways people can have problems with you. So I've been trying to put out fires over my all kinds of social media channels, my video channels on Bilibili. Weird people keeps popping up and then disturbing the peace. So I've been busy dealing with that side of things. And also because I really didn't have that much time watching dramas because I'm working on like 3 editing things that I want to do almost simultaneously. One is the submission to Youku's competition, which is for actor Zhu Yilong's roles and sort of a mixed kind of cut of his work. Then I'm working on a Bai Yu's cut, but it's for specific his new dramas stuff. I know they're gonna call for submission soon, so I'm working on that one. And then Stanley passed away. I'm like, no, now I have to do a Marvel editing. Editing is insanely time consuming. I just had no time to work on this channel, and I'm very sorry if you've been following my channel and kind of, yeah, like, where did she go? I went to the editing realm and completely got lost in there. But these 3 dramas I want to talk about are the dramas that I am anticipating for different reasons. Those probably will be 3 dramas that's worth anticipating. The first one is 大江大河 Like a Flowing River. This is the only one that has hammered down its airing date, which will be on December the 9th. And also it's the one that I anticipate most. This is led by Wang Kai and produced by the fabulous 正午阳光 Daylight Entertainment Production. I have the feeling that this production company puts out its best work at the end of every year. Last time it was Nirvana in Fire 2, it was December the 18th, now it's 9th. Why do I say this would be the best drama among the ones that I anticipate, or also from this company? First, it's directed by their ace director. So within this group, they have like almost different tiers of director. And judging from their past works, it's very stable in terms of the quality they produce. In this drama, they use the best one, Kong Sheng. He is the older of the 2 directors of Nirvana in Fire series, most experienced and very good at controlling story narrative. The second thing, it is one of those ones that actually are kind of booked to be created by governments and politics, by which I mean it's talking about a particular period of Chinese modern history that has its very important political meanings. So this is one of those dramas that's created for political purpose. And because of that, in a way, it has to have high quality. It has to resonate with the big theme. Whether you like the politics of it or not, it is really important because for the past couple of years, there hasn't been even one drama that I can remember that talks about this particular period, but it's one of the most important periods of China's modern history in terms of how it has affected the current China. This drama is about a young man's journey from his sort of remote countryside place and through his admission to university, become an entrepreneur of a sort in the end of 70s, early 80s China. That is a very sensitive, very important period to China's current standing, because right before that was 10 years of Cultural Revolution when there was no basically high education for any Chinese people. Universities stopped admitting students for almost 10 years. It created a huge gap for a lot of young people who didn't get into school because of the political unrest. And right after the end of it, when the university reopened, there are about 2 to 3 years of young people who got into the universities. We have a specific term actually in Chinese language about these group of people who basically were affected by Cultural Revolution, but right after it got into universities. And those people currently are the most important still people in the current China in terms of the important positions they hold in the society. One of my parents, I have to say, actually is one of those people. And the importance of China's economic growth boom, shift of policy really turned at that point. This is a topic that a lot of people in their 60s, even 70s, or like late 50s right now in China have extreme strong feelings and experience with. But they are a group of people who are very much forgotten in terms of TV market content-wise viewers, that there's hardly anything written for them, made for them these days. But this drama is the only one that I've seen in the past few years that is going right into that period. And I know because of that, this drama will have audiences that other dramas don't have, and it will have a huge audience that usually don't watch web dramas, don't even watch dramas these days anymore because everything is IP and they just don't get it. And I understand my parents would never get IP. If you're actually interested in China's modern history, this would be the drama that will open your eyes about what happened in the past 30 years that made China today the way it is. The third reason I think this is a quality drama, even though I haven't seen it, I only see the trailer, is judging from the look of it. There's a huge amount of research, huge amount of effort that got put into the look, the art direction, the set design, the props. That really reads so authentic to my early memory of 80s, to the photos I've seen of my parents when they were young. It looks so good. It's right. Like, it's so hard to have really authentic, well-made production design these days in China's TV market. And this one just blew me. I look at that, I was like, wow, it looked exactly like my parents' old photo of the 70s. Wang Kai, the lead actor, I have faith in his acting ability, but I also know that because of this role, he lost extra weight to look like the people who have gone through Cultural Revolution, who have basically have had very difficult life. And it's very realistic because my dad at that time in the 70s looked exactly like what Wang Kai looked like not meaning like being good looking, but absolutely skinny, and they can't even fill their clothes. Like, the clothes look like empty bags. And Wang Kai's already skinny, but for this role he lost extra weight. And that would be a very difficult thing for a very skinny person to do. I was just super impressed by the effort the team that put into making this drama. So I trust the lead actor's ability. I trust their attitude that I've seen through different things. I trust the quality of the production company and the genius of the director. This is gonna be end of the year best drama probably for 2018. So please, if you are a fan of the actor or fan of the company, please do watch out for this one. I think this is gonna be end of the year surprise. Then another drama that just released its trailer like half a day ago, which is 原生之罪, Original Sin. This is a web drama. I'm excited about it because it has two lead actors that I know who are really good actors. They are Yin Zheng and Zhai Tianling. If you've been watching the first season of I'm the Actor, you will know both of them attended that competition, and both of them are actually very well received by both the judges and a general audience. Yin Zheng is more like the sort of actors that you didn't expect to be that good, but then you look back and you're like, wow, he's really good. He's been in some not really high quality web dramas, but he would shine among the much more, let's say, average crowd of actors. And from all kinds of interviews and the way that he comes across, I think he's a very serious actor in terms of wanting to be a professional actor instead of a star. Zhai Tianling, I think he should have won the last times I'm the Actor, but he wasn't. But in my opinion, he is the better actor than Zhou Yue in that competition anyway. He was in Advisors Alliance, he was in Bai Luyuan. He's, again, another very serious actor. He actually has a PhD. He's like the person who has the highest degree, I think, among most of the actors right now in China. And so he cares about craft. He doesn't care, I think, about being a star. He comes across sometimes very blunt and maybe not the nicest person. But in terms of acting, his textbook in every sense. So for those two to come together in a web drama that is only 24 episodes, oh yeah! I forgot to mention, Like a Flowing River is 47. So judging from 正午阳光's standard, it would not be a bad one. And it's that specific about 47. That means they didn't put watering into it. Otherwise, they should just make it 50, right? But for 原生之罪, Original Sins, this is a cop drama about, I think, 6 different cases, and it focuses on 2 main roles, Zhai Tianling's role and Ying Zheng's role. Ying Zheng is playing a cop who can't really live with his background, his own story. So he has evils and then, stuff in the closet because of what happened to his father or what his father did. And then you have Zhai Tianling as a lawyer who didn't have a license anymore, and they kind of pair up as a team. But then between them, there's actually really, really not easy to straighten out issues. I love cop drama, I love case-solving drama, but also it happens, I think, to be a character drama too, and it's short. These days, when I look at a drama and they are so kind to only do it 24 episodes, I'm like, thank God, you are the greatest people, you don't waste my life. Because the trailer just came out, it hasn't announced its date. But judging from the feeling I got from this and then why it releases trailer now, I have high hope that it's gonna come out before the end of this year, before the end of December. Please watch out for this one. I have a sense that it's gonna be a really good one. Then let's talk about the third one that I am very, very, very cautiously optimistic about, which is Chang'an 12时辰, 24 hours of Chang'an. Now, the title says Chang'an 12时辰, which literally means Chang'an 12时辰, but 时辰 is an old Chinese traditional time unit, which is actually 1时辰 equals 2 hours. So one day would have 12 时辰, but 24 hours. This is a period drama based on an IP novel, but then it's written by one of the best IP writers in China, Ma Boyong. He is the one who wrote The Secrets of Three Kingdoms. And this drama talks about 24 hours in the city of Chang'an in Tang Dynasty during the peak time of the dynasty. And the peak time, in many ways, is today considered to be China's ancient history and one of the biggest cities ever created in ancient world. At that particular time, that Chang'an was the biggest city in the whole world with over 1 million residents. That's like insane in 7th century. This drama has some very, very well-known, just absolutely professional, great actors such as Lei Jiaying in it, but then it has the young traffic actors, or I wouldn't call them traffic, but they will attract a lot of young audience such as one of the TF boys. The greatest thing that I've seen so far, judging from the trailer and then the extra features that they've thrown out, is it probably is the best work that has ever been produced in China up to today, depicting Chang'an Tang Dynasty. It's not perfect. I have a lot of friends who are actually masters of these things, and they've already pointed out that is not right, that is not right, but they've also said it's still the best thing that they've seen. There were real effort that put into researching how people would actually function throughout the day, how they would dress, what is their aesthetics, what is the style, how would they work on their makeup, like what would their clothes actually look like, and how the city functions. Now, I am from landscape architecture background. I am absolutely fascinated about how city works, and I probably know a little bit more than average audience in terms of how physical space affect people's lives, and then how the function of a city, like what is the interesting thing, or why do they design certain things the way, and then through which you can see that particular period's people's view on life, almost like how they value things, what they consider to be important things. It all reflects in the design of the city. And this drama will go into crazy detail about how everything works. And Chang'an city, historically, is something that's really worth studying. A lot of people who actually are urban planning from this type of professions actually wrote like loads and loads and loads of dissertations about how the city works. So that is a huge attractive point for me. Now, let's talk about the things that I'm really worried about this drama. First, director. Cao Dun. He's the director of Tribes and Empires. One of the best directors in terms of visual storytelling. Insanely good cinematography. And also from the trailer, I'm like, okay, this is like one of the best cinematography again of 2018. Probably only 天盛长歌 would compare to it this year. So that is safe. But then, control of narrative is a problem. I mean, that's how Tribes and Empires completely failed for me because drag. The unfortunate thing about Chang'An 12时辰 is it's a 60 freaking episodes long freaking drama. I think a third of it would be watered down because the original book is slightly more than 500,000 Chinese characters. That is about 70, slightly shy of 70% of the content of Nirvana in Fire 2's book in terms of length. That book is about 840k Chinese characters, and it's made into a 50 episodes long drama, which didn't really drag. So if you compare that, it is about 30% shorter than that drama, but then it's about 1/5 longer. So that means there will be about a third of it that is, I don't like that. Again, I don't want to waste my time. It probably wouldn't be as draggy as Tribes and Empires, but it will drag at places. And honestly, it's 24 hours in the city. And you're talking about 60 episodes. I understand there's a lot of different things happening at the same time, so you have to watch this and then watch that, and then you're repeating. For example, an episode, you're repeating 1 hour 3 times. Still, I think 60 is a very dangerous signal. Very, very dangerous. It may just lose me because of the of the drama. It put out this trailer and then put out this poster and it said December 31st. And then immediately put out a new poster taking out the date. And everybody noticed that. So on China's Weibo, people are like, what's going on? Like, are you gonna come out before the end of the year or not? So now it's up in the air. There's a high chance that it's not gonna come out. It may lead to next year, early next year, we don't know. But Chang'An 12时辰 will still be one of the drama that I will watch out for. And then I'll judge when it comes out if it's draggy. But even if it's not, 60 episodes is still too much. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm growing impatient these days. I prefer everything to be 24 or not going over 30, unless you have great reasons. Like, you know, Nirvana Fire, yeah, 50, I accept that. Probably 正午阳光, I would accept any length that comes out of that company just because I have faith in their quality. But everybody else, I'm like, don't trust that, don't trust that, don't trust that either. So thank you for watching Avenue X's video, and I want to also put out a special thanks to a couple of people who have voted for me for the Youku competition. Even though you're not in China, you don't even like use Youku, and you downloaded the app to vote for me specifically. Thank you so much. I am not gonna call for votes because I know, judging from the numbers that's going on right now, there's no way, even if all my audience on YouTube go vote for me, it probably is not gonna affect much of the result. The result is like there, and maybe at the end of this, when this all ends, I'll see what happens, and then I can make a video specifically talking about this competition and the interesting weird things that has happened. It's a fascinating insight of how internet works and how fandom works, how internet bullying works in China. But don't worry about me, I am absolutely fine. And I actually look at the whole thing as a huge joke. And I'm actually having a lot of fun. So, you know, like when the waves come, you either ride the wave or you get buried. And I choose to ride it, and it's fantastically interesting to do. So, thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.